Once upon a time there was a beautiful young princess who was extremely proud. Her father wants her to marry. But whenever anyone comes to see her, she gives them riddles to solve. And if the wooer failed to solve it, he was sent contemptuously away. She also made clear that whosoever will solve her riddle should marry her. He could be anyone. This news spread like fire in the kingdom. Many goes to marry her, but nobody could solve her riddles. One day, 3 tailors who knew each other very well also thought to marry Princess. The 2 eldest of them thought they had done so many dexterous bit of work successfully that they could not fail to succeed in this also. The 3rd was a little useless landloper, who did not even know his trade, but thought he must have some luck in this venture. Then the 2 others said to him, "Just stay at home, you cannot do much with the little bit of understanding." The little tailor, however, did not let himself be discouraged, and said he had set his head to work about this for once, he would manage well enough, and he went forth as if the whole world were his. They all 3 announced themselves to the princess, and said she was to propound her riddle to them, and that the right persons were now come, who had understood so fine that they could be threaded in a needle. Then said the princess,
"I have 2 kinds of hair on my head. What color is it?"
"If that be all," said the first, "it must be black and white, like the cloth which is called pepper and salt." The princess said,
"Wrongly guessed. Let the second answer."
Then said the second, "If it is not black and white, then it is brown and red, like my father's company coat."
"Wrongly guessed. Let the third answer, for I see very well he knows it for certain."
Then the little tailor stepped forth boldly and said,
"The princess has silver and golden hair on her head, and those are the 2 different colors."
When the princess heard that, she turned pale and nearly fell with terror, for the little tailor had guessed her riddle, and she had firmly believed that no man on earth could discover it. When her courage returned, she said,
"You have not won me yet by that. There is still something else that you must do. Below, in the stable, there is a bear with which you shall pass the night, and when I get up in the morning, if you are still alive, you shall marry me."
She was not expecting this from Little Tailor. She should get rid of the tailor. Bear had never yet left anyone alive who had fallen into his clutches, thought Princess. The little tailor did not let himself be frightened, but was quite delighted, and said, "Ventured is half won." In the evening, our little tailor was taken to the bear. He was relaxed in the stable with Bear. He took some nuts out of his pocket, cracked them, and ate the kernels. When Bear saw that, he was seized with a desire to have some nuts too. The tailor reached his pockets and gave him a handful. They were, however, not nuts but pebbles. The bear put them in his mouth, but could get nothing out of them, let him bite as he would, he thought. Then Bear thought,
"What a stupid blockhead I am! I cannot even crack a nut!"
And then he said to the tailor,
"Here, crack me the nuts."
"There you go. See what a stupid fellow you are,"
said the little tailor.
"You have such a great mouth, and still not be able to crack a small nut."
Then he took the pebble and nimbly put a nut in his mouth in the place of it, and crack, it was in 2.
El must try the thing again. When I watch you, I then think I ought to be able to do it too.
So the tailor once more gave him a pebble, and the bear tried and tried to bite into it with all the strength of his body. But no one will imagine that he accomplished it. When that was over, the tailor took out a violin from beneath his coat and played a piece of it to himself. When the bear heard the music, he could not help and began to dance, and when he had danced a while he said to the little tailor,
Hark you, is the fiddle heavy? Light enough for a child.
Look, with the left hand I lay my fingers on it, and with the right I stroke it with the bow, and then it goes merrily.
Then Bear said,
One should also understand fiddling. What do you think about that? Will you give me lessons?
With all my heart, if you have a talent for it. But just let me see your claws. They are terribly long. One must cut their nails a little.
Then a vise was brought, the bear put his claws in it, and the little tailor screwed it tight, and said,
Now wait until I come with the scissors.
He let the bear growl, and lay down in the corner on a bundle of straw, and fell asleep. When the princess heard the bear growling so fiercely during the night, she believed nothing else but he was growling for joy, and had made an end of the tailor. In the morning, she arose careless and happy, but when she peeped into the stable, the tailor stood gaily before her, and was as healthy as a fish in water. Now she could not say another word against the wedding, because she had given a promise before every one. The king ordered a carriage to be brought in which she was to drive to church with the tailor, and there she was to be married. When they had got into the carriage, the two other tailors, who had false hearts and envied him his good fortune, went into the stable and unscrewed the bear again. The bear in great fury ran after the carriage. The princess heard him snorting and growling. She was terrified, and she cried,
Oh, the bear is behind us and wants to kill us.
The tailor was quick and stood his head, stuck his legs out of the window, and shouted,
Don't you see the vice? If you did not walk away, you shall be put into it again.
When the bear saw that, he turned round and ran away. The tailor drove quietly to church, and the princess was married to him at once, and he lived with her as happy as a lark. Whosoever does not believe this must pay a penny.
Thank you for watching. Please like, share, subscribe for more videos, press the bell icon and select all to get notifications.